Hey, this is Judge and Waits bringing you another Titanfall guide video. In this one, I want to talk all about burn cards. So I'm going to go down here. You can see that I have 21 there, and it says I have room for 5 more. Now, I thought you only could have 25 burn cards total, but it seems like you can at least have 26 since I have 21 and then room for 5 more. But these are my burn cards. You can see right there, that is a rare burn card. Now, you can tell the difference between rare burn cards and ordinary burn cards because up in the top left-hand side, it's kind of gold looking. See these light bulbs right here? That is gold. And the one before that, it's just kind of a grayed out version, stuff like that. So make sure you pay attention to your burn cards, and I'm going to talk all about them, give you some advice for them, and I also want to show you how to figure out which burn cards that you can pick up, because a lot of people are wondering, how do I get the Stryder Titan Burn Card? How do I get the Ogre Titan Burn Card and everything like that? I know I watched this one guy and he was saying, oh, in order to get this, you got to do this, and this is the only way to get it, and I want to show you how to get it. So go into challenges. Burn cards are all about completing challenges though, and then these are the different categories. You can click on any one of these, but let's pick distance and go into that one. All right, so pick distance. Now look at the bottom. Now I'm going to show you how to figure out how to get burn cards in specific ones. All right, so see on the bottom it says B for back, Y for filter. All right, filter, showing inactive, showing all. Do you see me toggling that? It's probably hard to see, but you want to toggle all and then go down. So look at the last one in Nomad 5. There is a reserve ogre. So if I travel distance of 400 kilometers, that's going to earn me that challenge, and you can see I'd actually get all 3 of those cards if I did that. So obviously the rarer burn cards are going to be harder challenges, or challenges that take a longer time. You're probably going to get the Ogre Titan pretty soon, but then it's probably going to be a while before you start picking up some of the other ones. But this shows you how to get the different burn cards, and you can kind of concentrate on some of those challenges to pick up the burn cards that you want. I know there's a lot of misinformation going out there, but this is a way that you can go in there and check for yourself. Now, I wanted to move on and actually show some gameplay of me using one of those rare burn cards. I think I have an Atlas Titan Burn Card that I'm going to use right at the beginning. It's going to give me a big advantage. So you can use burn cards before you spawn into a game, and they're going to last throughout one life. So they're either going to last until you die or until the game is over. Now, if you're playing a round-based game type, it will last throughout the different rounds. Same thing, until you die or until the game is over, so don't worry about losing them. But right here, I'm going to call it in, and like I said, this is going to give me a big advantage. And if you're wondering, if you're playing against somebody and they have a Titan already, this is probably how they're doing it. Now, obviously, you want to think about the burn cards before you play them. Is this burn card going to help me in this game type? Because certain burn cards are going to be more beneficial than other burn cards. I was thinking about Titan Salvage. That's where scoring hits on Titan gets you extra XP and build times. That would probably be a great burn card to use in Last Titan Standing, because it's all about the Titans and everything like that. So, think about that before you use them. I know I was playing Capture the Flag, and I had one that made me stimmed all the time, so that helped me out with my movement and speed. I know I've also used burn cards, especially nice rare burn cards, and died right away. There's nothing more frustrating than using one of those nice burn cards that you rarely get and dying. So just be careful, give some thought, maybe use it, maybe change your style of play when you're using something, just so you're a little bit more careful. Just kind of depends on which burn card that you're using. Now, some other things to keep in mind: make sure you are managing your burn cards in between rounds. You saw that I had 21 or something like that and only room for 5 more. There are sometimes that you will earn 5 burn cards in a match. Now, if you have more burn cards than you can hold, all those new ones that you earned actually get discarded. So make sure you have room for them. I would keep it in the low 20s. You should be able to keep at least 25. It seemed like I was able to keep 26 right there, and I know I was talking to somebody else this one time, and they said they had room for 27. So I really don't know how many cards you can actually hold in your hand. I thought it was just 25, but like I said, I had 21 and then room for 5 more, so that would seem like I could have 26. But just kind of be aware of that, and make sure you don't accidentally get rid of those rare burn cards. I know I was playing with somebody last night, and they said that they actually threw away an Ogre Titan because they had actually unlocked the Ogre Titan, and they were like, well, what's this for? I can already use this already. So they discarded it and ended up losing it. Once you discard these, they are gone. Now, something else to keep in mind when you're using the weapon burn card, say I would start a match with one of those special weapon burn cards. When you die, you're going to drop that weapon. Now, I know a lot of people don't realize this, but say when you spawn in, you can actually go to the spot where you died and actually pick that weapon back up. Also, too, while you're running around the map, a lot of people are using these special weapons. So if you see guns on the ground and you have a little bit of time, make sure you look at them and see if they are an amped up version of a gun. If you think about it, this is probably the only way that you could ever stack burn cards, because normally you use one burn card per life, so you can't actually stack them or anything like that. But if you were to die and respawn and use a burn card when you spawned in there and then picked up that amped version of the gun that you had or somebody else had, that's almost like having two burn cards in play during one life. So just keep that in mind. Now, the last thing I wanted to mention about burn cards is, say you use the ones that take time off of your Titan build. If you were to use the one that takes 80 seconds off, and say you died before you were actually able to call in your Titan, that 80 seconds stays off of there. It's not going to be like if you respawn, you're going to get 80 seconds put back on there because your burn card is no longer in effect. That is just going to stay there. So that's a nice burn card to use. But that's all the information that I have for you. If you got any questions about burn cards, make sure you leave them for me. Also, make sure to check out my Titanfall playlist. I plan on doing lots of Titanfall guide videos and help you out. If you want to see something covered in a video, leave that for me as well. But if you like this video, I would really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. Just helps me get it out there. But guys, as always, take care and God bless.
You're unstoppable.